Hello, Miss Colvin class. Today we are going to be talking about geriatrics, which is the branch of medicine dealing with the aged and the problems of aging individuals. The ongoing increase in the number of people older than 65 in the U.S. population is well known, but there's also a dramatic increase in the number of people older than 85 now. And what this means in relation to radiology is that as the number of geriatric population increases, the number of imaging procedures that we have to do also increases. So it's important to know how we can accommodate to these patients as well.
Listed here are a couple of the topics that we found to be important in regards to geriatric radiology. We've listed a lot of them, and some of them you'll see examples of later in the video, but just wanted to go over a couple that are pretty important, mainly one being diabetes. It's important because you need to keep in mind medications that patients take in regards to contrast when they have studies, but also their eating schedules if they're having any sort of GI study that requires them to withhold eating. It's also important to take into account a patient's altered mental status. There's usually an indicator on their requisition that would give you some sort of clue to that, but it's important to acknowledge it and then adjust your approach accordingly. Also, if they have a family member or a close friend with them, it's important to include that person in their care as they know best how to deal with that person. Something that Merrill's discusses that we found important is the general physical decline of older patients in the geriatric population. It's more than just them forgetting things or not knowing what's going on or not understanding. It includes a lot of things like GI issues, decline in eyesight, they have reduced endocrine function, they have decreased mobility, there's also a neural decline. So they have some cognitive issues, and all of these things need to be acknowledged but not necessarily indulged, and that's something that's really important to note.
Hello, Miss Embry. My name's Catherine. I'm going to be taking a couple pictures of your chest. Okay. Before we start, can you tell me your first and last name and your birthday?
Markella Embry, August 26, 1940.
Perfect. All right, we're going to have you standing right here. Have you fallen in the last 60 days?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So we're just going to sit you up. Ready? 2, 3. Up you go. Time out.
So we all know that that's not actually how you handle a fall situation, and a better way to handle that, instead of having her stand up and say, perfect, and go ahead and pulling the chair behind her, would have been to ask her if she felt comfortable standing. So instead of doing that, she could actually pull the chair back behind her, have her sit back down, and think about some other options instead. Time in.
Okay, Miss Embry, since you've fallen in the past 60 days, we're actually not going to have you standing.
Oh, okay.
So we're just going to put you in this thing called a steady here. And with this, just going to have you sit in here. I'm just going to wheel you around, okay?
Okay.
All right, sounds good. Okay, Miss Embry, come on in. All right, so we're just going to have another x-ray. Just put it down on that table over there. Just put it on and let me know when you're ready, okay?
Where's the gown at?
Oh, it's over there at the table.
I can't really see in the dark.
I'm sorry, we have to keep it this way because it's easier for me.
Time out. Clearly, in this situation, we need to acknowledge that our patient, who is a little bit older, has a hard time seeing in the dark, and she did the right thing. She let the tech know that she had trouble seeing. She didn't really know where she was going. There's obviously a better way to handle this, and definitely wasn't by letting the patient know that this is easier for us. Even though it is easier for us, we do need to be able to accommodate our patients and help them out the best way that they can to make sure that their safety is kept at a priority. So in this situation, what we can do is move some of these objects out of the way so that she has a clear path, and then also flip some of the lights back on for her so that she's able to see. Time in.
Oh, Miss Embry, I'm sorry about that. I just cut the lights back on, and this is your gown right here.
Oh,
Do you need any help with that at all?
No, I think I got
Alrighty, well just let me know when you're ready.
it. Okay, thank you.
Alright, Miss Embry, this is the x-ray room. My name is Catherine. We're just going to do another chest x-ray. Can you tell me your full name and your birthday?
Markella Embry, August 26, 1930.
Ooh, you're getting up there, aren't you? Alright, we're going to have you change into this gown. Do you need help with this? Like I can take off your bra? Like I can help you take off your shoes? Here, why don't you sit down? No, it's okay. I'll help you.
Okay,
Sit down. Let me take off your shoes for you. Your gown. Here you go. Let me just help you.
Time out. Obviously, it should be acknowledged that all people who are older aren't necessarily not capable of taking care of themselves and doing for themselves. And when Catherine came in and brought Markella in and, you know, she said, oh, do you need help? And Markella said, no, I think I got it. And she just proceeded to help sit her down and wanted to help her take off her shoes and wanted to help her get undressed. It's kind of important to be able to give, you know, older people their autonomy. And just because she was born in 1930 doesn't mean that she's not capable of, you know, getting herself dressed, getting herself undressed, being able to get onto a table by herself, and that's something that should be respected. So we're going to put this whole thing in reverse.
Alright, Miss Embry, this is the x-ray room, and we're just going to take another chest x-ray. Can you tell me your full name and your birthday?
Markella Embry, August 26, 1930.
Oh, I see you just had a birthday. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Well, this is a gown that I need you to change out of. Do you need any help or anything like that?
No, I think I'm okay.
Alright, perfect. Well, if you do need anything, I'll be right behind this door, so you just let me know, okay?
Okay, thank you.
In conclusion, there are a few things in life that are certain, but aging is one of them. We will all experience being a geriatric patient at some point. It's important as a caregiver to take into consideration that no two people age the same. Therefore, each specific patient is going to have individual needs that have to be addressed. It's also important not to stereotype or go in with any preconceived notions about patients with a particular disease or patients that don't have any disease. Just because you have no disease doesn't mean that you're going to be fully capable and not need help. And also, just because you have a disease doesn't mean that you're going to be completely dependent on someone else. When considering overall patient care, you want to treat everyone with respect and adjust how much help you're giving according to each patient's specific needs. You want to be compassionate and patient. Geriatric patients move slower than the rest of the population, so getting on and off a table might take a little bit longer, and changing in and out of a gown might also take a little bit longer. If they need help, you want to make sure that they don't feel as if they're a burden. You want to go in with a good attitude and give the best patient care possible.